When I look into the sky and I see bright blue sky and white clouds, I like to pretend that I'm somewhere else. It's like if I'm traveling or not in the same place that I used to be. I, the sky is the same thing. It's always going to be consistent, and it's always going to be there. If it starts to rain and the sky is kind of gray, there's no sun. It's easier on the eyes, and the smell is just so refreshing. For me, when I drive on a four-wheeler, the smell is just so distinct and easier to smell because of all of the wind coming from using a vehicle. It smells like mud, the ocean, and grass, like the tundra. I meant not the grass, the tundra. For you, it's something else. It I know another place it smelled like earth and pine or other kind of trees or something like that, like earthworms. Or that was really refreshing and a nice time to cool off from that heat. When I look at the sky and I see the moon, it's a reflection of the sun. And where and what time it has been, what day or night it has been. Sometimes you don't even see it. I think that's a good thing. Like, sometimes the days just go by fast and you don't need to look at what, you don't have to self-reflect on anything. You don't have to reflect the sun. It's too cloudy. There's nothing to see here. So, it's dark. You know where everything is, but you don't need to see that right now. When I look into the sky and when I see the stars, I feel so small. All of those stars are another sun, and that sun is so, so, so far away. There might be more life out there. The thing on Earth is that we have all these conditions that keep us alive. There should be other places that have life too. I don't think we have discovered them yet, or discovered anything like that yet. Earth is an anomaly because it's filled with so much different types of life, things that live. When I see the stars, it drives me crazy. There is so much more to the universe than what I think there is. I can't imagine it. I can't imagine how huge that is. I could only go for so far. Like, it's incomprehensible. When I look at the ocean, I see a vast, empty place. But that's one thing, one way to look at it. there's another thing that is deep inside of it: life, grass, junk. It's it's something uh, that's not literally on the surface level. Sometimes I just get lost in imagination thinking about that Legend of Zelda uh, Ocarina of Time water place with that one tree where you fight Dark Link. You don't know what it is. I kind of think about that. And sometimes I kind of think about a void. Like, this is just nothing but it's bright. If I saw it at night, I think I would feel like it should have been asleep, but you still hear the sounds. There's stuff out there, there's stuff around you, but that's what I think about if I die. That is just nothing. Poof, all gone. You are half of it your mom and half of your dad. Give and take uh, a few more or a few less of both. And that's you. Not somebody else. That's not reincarnation. Somebody could have something extremely similar. There's millions of people around the world. Who's to say that we have the same DNA somewhere? Improbable. There's genetics and DNA and other stuff like that that makes you so unique. There's just one of you. You have one shot. One life. One time to do this. Do it correctly. Or don't. Some people set in stone how you develop and grow up to how you are molded like clay. That clay stiffens over time. It's hard to not be that form of yourself. Did you hear? Did you hear about that thing that goes? It's hard not to think about just without the extra two parts. A lot of your life stuff happens. I don't want to get into way too much detail, but you can't, or not can't, you should try to distinguish yourself of not hearing that extra sound of. It sounds correct, right? It sounds like that should always be the case. Keeping that in mind, or not trying to keep that in mind, that thing autofills itself. Your brain autofills so much things. Sometimes you see 5 seconds into the future, sometimes you see 10 seconds into the future. It's a really good and fast, efficient way of trying to keep yourself on your toes, or like being able to see stuff coming when they do. You've seen it a million times. You've seen it 100 times. You saw it a couple of times. This is probably your first time seeing this. But when you get to that point of understanding, like those things are kind of like trauma responses, or how you grew up. Like if you hear a door slamming, or people arguing outside, or if you shut down, or forget some things that are pretty important. If you relate to abuse, I feel sorry for you. Life is meaningful. Your life is one time. And you shouldn't heat up that clay mold of yourself. You should always be flexible. You should always don't let that shape go. Don't forget it. Be flexible though, but that's the thing that you should learn from. That's the thing that you should keep. When I got out of high school and when I was done, I had a job, some of the good stuff, but like at that point in my life, I couldn't remember so much of like my school life. It was all stuff that I can't remember, except for a few notable things. Sometimes I forget things on the fly. Sometimes I forget things that other people tell me. Sometimes there's so much information that I toss out some of the things that are important. There's no consistency. There is consistency. It's a response to trying to keep things together. When you get into that mindset and there's a different flow, there's something that changes you. If there's something that is different, you may lose that flow. I know I did. When you were talking about cancer, how your mom had it. I know that was a detail, but I don't know when and how much conversations we had. All of them kind of blend together. I don't remember everything all at once, at one time. I could look back onto it and remember them, but like, I don't remember I need a refresher to keep in mind those things. Like, they're like crumpled up pieces of paper. If I drew something on it and I put it somewhere in the trash bin, uh, like a lot of memories are drawings and putting them somewhere. Some people have stuff so organized. Some people have things that are just somewhere else. Some people has drawings and writings that they'd rather not look at or keep. They lost them or they don't know where they put them. For me, it's a messy room. There's lots of papers everywhere. Too many things. If I could keep some stuff organized, I could keep this whole table organized, but some stuff get lost. I could look around and see the information there and reclaim that moment, reclaim the memory, and remember what happened. I just need to look for that piece of paper, the one that you wanted, the one that I should have prepared. I have a messy table. I have a messy desk. Did you know that all of my writings are in black? I try to write with different colors, but all of them have the same color. It's like it's written as a show and a sitcom or something that other people like to watch. I like to think of my life as a show, so I keep better track of the seasons and episodes and the plot synopsis, the characters, the beginning, the middle, at the end, the funny jokes, and writing that should be immaculate. If I think of things as a show, I could recreate the whole show. I could have the characters and things done, and it'll be a perfect memory for me. If I have the script, it'll be a perfect memory. I know the episode front to back, backwards, forwards. I made up a fucking bunny to analyze the show and give his own thoughts about it. You seen him. That thing was a Yoshi at first, and then it turned into a rabbit, and then a jackalope. The horns are meant to be a reference to demonic whatevers, but that demon powers come from all of the trauma and the way I was born into. Only after discovering that lovely, I fully accept who I am. Then I get the horns. That's pretty much the lore of Bavla, the character. I'm Junior. I'm Junior. The name Bavla was mainly my dad's name. I've been called Junior by other people too. I yelled at them to never call me Junior. I know we're related, but you don't get to call me Junior. Call me Bav. It's pronounceable. It's almost undistinguishable from a three-letter word. It's almost my name. It's almost an internet username or something that nobody has ever seen before. Almost a made-up word. Bav. I scared myself calling myself Bav. I feel like when I say that, somebody else is saying that. Pavla. No, that's a character's name. That is a name. That is my dad's name. That is my dad's name. Pavla is my dad's name. Pavla is my name. Bav, Junior, Bunnyman, Snow, Yoshi. That is my name. So ahoha kisibachdun nak bi jakak. Call me Bav. Sometimes when there's a flight and stuff, if we go into the clouds or something, there is a void. When I was in that void, I felt like free. There's nothing else around me. There's nothing else to worry about. I try to stay inside of my own. Like, my own thoughts were automatic. I did not need to think of the present, past, future. I'm here. Now, it's a blank piece of paper. I'm here. A void. All white around me. Nothing else is filled. Empty. An end. Is this eternity? So this is what it's going to be like after. One color. One empty void forever. You know where I'm already going with this. I'm thinking about dying. When you die, nothing else happens. It's just dark, like you're sleeping. your brain kind of turns off and things. You're not going to remember anything after you die. Your brain isn't going with you. That's all physically here. Imagine losing that. That's gone. It's not gone for everybody else, though. The people uh, uh, will remember the stuff that you do, who you are, what you say, what you sound like, what you look like. What you do. Have they thought about you? The only certain thing about death is your loved ones will miss you. It's not a the best thing that you could do is make others happy. Take care of them one more time. Make sure they got a better chance than you have. You're a part of the Bavelas. You were rich. You are rich. You should not worry. You can't have bad things happening to you. You shouldn't have gone through that. You survived. You ran away. You were used. You were used. You were used. You can't open up. You can't fall in love. You didn't like yourself. You are horny. You have bulimia. You survived. You were scared. You locked yourself up in a room, avoiding the person out there. You walked quietly. You didn't want anything or anybody to know that you were out there. You don't want the attention. You don't need any of that. It's quite a shame that you still feel that way. You can't stop feeling that way. You overthink things. You are aroused easily. You lived through so much trauma. You wish you lived somewhere else. You lived in another place. You stayed away. from home. A lot of the time was spent at other people's homes. A lot of the time you didn't even sleep at your own home. There was smoke. There was yelling. There was blaming. There was too much that you didn't want to deal with. By the time that you had to stay home and other kind of stuff, you didn't know what to do. Your brain had an automatic response. It was set up this way, so we should make it go this way. It should go like that. Just slam the door, yell, and abuse your girlfriend, and try to get you sent to jail. This is not me. By the way, that is literally not me. You stayed in your room. You didn't go out. You didn't like your sister. You yelled at her. Finally, so much more better. You got blamed for abuse. You had to go to jail for 3 days, but then it was nothing. I was in the right. We stayed away from our village for a month. And things were so sad. You lived with another abusive household. You don't know people in this other village. You slept outside sometimes. You didn't want that to happen. You don't like this. You tried cutting yourself. You tried stabbing yourself. You lived. You were questioned about it. You wanted to die, but you didn't want them to worry. You said it was an accident. You got back home. You heard yell. You went in your room. You locked the door. You heard yelling. The door slams. Things break. You were quiet. You shut down so much of your life. You keep those memories in a box. You don't want to see that. You don't want to remember that. You don't want those drawings anywhere near your other ones. This ain't your workstation. You got kind of lazy and put other drawings in that box. You know which ones. You kept that out of your memory. You fall in love. You see somebody that you want to take care of. You felt like a dove. You were in love. You know, you liked to take care of other people. You don't want them to worry about anything. You are rich. You want them happy. You can provide. You can help. You could solve things. I know you got a sense of humor. Many things seem like accidents and other kind of stuff like that, but it's planned. You plan out things that go your way, and they do, and they happen, and it's funny. Is it mastermind levels of things? No. But I want them to know that they could laugh, they could smile, they could not need to worry about anything at all. When we got to your parents' home, and you and your cat could die, I was so worried. I didn't know what to do. You handled it. I froze. I felt so scared for your cat. I didn't want bad things to happen to it too. I froze up. I love you. You have traveled. You can't bear the heat. You will endure this. So you can be there for him. You were dying. You were not dying. You were scared. You were not scared. You were safe. You felt unsafe. You are not from around here. You come from a different world, one with the same sky, one where if you look up, you could imagine you are in your own world again. You messed up. You need clearer instructions. You get misinterpreted. You're making assumption, getting assumed. You could fill in the gaps, but please confirm things. You need instructions. You need confirmation to do things. You need to get invited into another person's house. You are a demon. You have these horns. You can't take them away. Only I could take them away. Only I could be able to fix that. You loved him. You wanted the best for him. You fucked it up. You can't joke about that. You can't cope around him. You can't see yourself in a show. Because this is real life. This isn't written in the script. This isn't choreographed. This isn't planned. This isn't a part of the scenes. This isn't filmed. This is not a show. This is you. You love him. Don't write that down. You shouldn't say that. Imagine if this was what it's like if we were here in real life and you were quiet all the time. Nobody is perfect. No fucking shit. I get all the same fucking lesson that I seen this same episode a couple of times already. We're at reruns now. This show should have ended here. This show got another season. This show didn't go the way that was impactful. It went on too long until it fucking died. It went on too long till it lost the fucking point. This lovely bunny is cancelled. This lovely bunny has 3 seasons. The third one is so unrealistic and happy. I wish it ended like that. The first season is about love. The second season is about trauma. And don't autofill yourself as the trauma. I'm talking about my own fucking trauma. My own fucking shit that I've gone through. You're part of only one and a couple parts of the third one, but the third one is just non-canon. It's fan fiction. It's experimental. It's imaginary. It's just thoughts, dreams, scenarios that I want to make up. The second season ends with a bang. The third season, no, I can't tell you about the third season. It doesn't make any sense. It can't make sense. It should make sense. It's so close to making sense. It's so close to being something that I wish happened. The first one is real. And I want to tell that before I order my own things. Because I don't own a gun. That was all for show, and I don't know if a crossbow could do it. Then again, I didn't try on anything, and I want it to be quick and painless. You were writing about it. You wanted a happy ending. You want to tell people about it. You made a song about it. You are writing about it. You picked up some skills. You want this done. You want this done right. You still feel the hurt. You still feel sad about losing him, losing them, losing everyone. You lost everyone like 3 times, and it happened again. You can't get used to uh, the things you used to make yourself happy because they've all gone away. You plan it out. You write a script. You follow the show, and you make it happen. There's not many mistakes. I think the best not mistake I've ever had was setting an alarm clock to go off at 10 p.m. instead of 10 a.m. just so it'll be funny. I fucked it up on purpose. You made him smile. You tried. You got a notification for something.